Right now, while you watch this video, what if none of this is actually real? What if you, me, Earth, the stars, the entire universe are just part of a simulation? A massive system running somewhere far beyond our understanding. Sounds impossible. Like science fiction. But here's the strange part. Some of the smartest people alive seriously think it could be true. Physicists, philosophers, tech billionaires. And the deeper scientists look into reality, the weirder reality becomes. Today, we're exploring the simulation hypothesis. The idea that our universe might be artificial, a simulation designed by something or someone. And by the end of this video, you might never look at reality the same way again. So let's begin. Back in 2003, Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom published a paper with one simple question. Are we living inside a computer simulation? At first, it sounded ridiculous, but Bostrom wasn't joking. He built an actual logical argument around it, and according to that argument, one of three possibilities must be true. First, civilizations always go extinct before becoming advanced enough to create realistic simulations. Maybe they destroy themselves. Maybe something wipes them out. Either way, they never reach that level. Second, advanced civilizations survive, but choose not to create simulations. Maybe it's unethical. Maybe it's illegal. Maybe they simply lose interest. And then there's the third possibility. Advanced civilizations do create simulations, not just one. Millions of them. Billions of them. Entire artificial universes filled with conscious beings. And if that's true, then simulated minds would massively outnumber real minds. Meaning statistically, there's a very good chance that we are simulated too. Pause and think about that for a second. Because once you accept that advanced simulations are possible, the math becomes uncomfortable. Even Elon Musk once said that the chances we are not living in a simulation may be incredibly small. Neil deGrasse Tyson compared it to a coin flip. Maybe we're real, maybe we're code, but philosophy alone isn't what makes this idea fascinating, it's physics. Because modern physics keeps revealing things about reality that feel strangely artificial. Take mathematics. The universe runs on precise mathematical laws, gravity, light, time, motion. Everything follows equations with unbelievable accuracy. Almost as if reality itself was programmed. And then there's quantum mechanics, one of the strangest discoveries in science. At the quantum level, particles don't seem to fully settle into a definite state until they are observed. Before observation, they exist in multiple possible states at once. Only when measured does reality appear to choose an outcome. And oddly enough, that sounds similar to how video games work. In many games, environments only fully render when the player looks at them. It saves processing power. The system calculates only what needs to be seen. Some people believe quantum mechanics almost resembles that behavior. Now, does that prove we live in a simulation? No. But it definitely makes people think. And things get even stranger. Physicists discovered that the universe appears to have a smallest possible unit of space. It's called the Planck length. Below this scale, space itself stops behaving normally. Reality has a limit, almost like pixels on a screen, as if the universe has a maximum resolution. Then in 2012, researchers proposed something shocking, a possible way to test whether reality is simulated. Their idea was simple. Any simulation would likely have computational limits, and those limits could leave detectable patterns in physics. Specifically in high-energy cosmic rays traveling through space. When scientists looked at the data, some of those predicted patterns appeared to exist. Now to be clear, this is not proof, not even close, but it was enough to keep the conversation alive. So let's recap. We have a philosophical argument suggesting simulated realities could vastly outnumber real ones. We have quantum behavior that resembles rendering systems. We have a universe with a possible resolution limit. And we have scientists exploring whether physics contains detectable signs of computation. That's unsettling. But here's the biggest question of all. If this is a simulation, who created it? Honestly, nobody knows. Maybe it's a future human civilization. Maybe it's an advanced alien intelligence. Maybe our universe is nothing more than an experiment, or a simulation of history, or entertainment. We simply don't know. And that uncertainty is both terrifying and fascinating. Because if reality is simulated, then theoretically the creators could interact with it, edit it, restart it, observe it from outside time itself, and strangely enough, those ideas sound very similar to concepts humans have discussed for thousands of years: creator beings, higher dimensions, entities beyond reality. Then there's another strange detail. Physicist James Gates Jr. discovered structures inside string theory equations that resembled computer error-correcting code. The same type of code used in digital systems, buried deep inside the mathematics of reality itself. Even he admitted the discovery felt unsettling. Of course, many scientists remain skeptical, and they should. One major criticism is computational power. Simulating an entire universe in perfect detail would require unimaginable resources, possibly impossible resources. Others argue that the simulation hypothesis cannot truly be tested or disproven, and science usually avoids ideas that can never be falsified. That's a fair criticism. But here's the uncomfortable part. Humans already create simulations, video games, virtual worlds, AI training environments, digital ecosystems. We create artificial realities all the time. We're just still primitive at it, for now. So where does all this leave us? The truth is simple. We do not know. The simulation hypothesis is not confirmed science, but it's also not a joke. It's a serious idea discussed by serious thinkers, and right now, nobody can completely rule it out. Maybe this is base reality, maybe it isn't. Maybe somewhere beyond our universe, something is watching all of this happen. Or maybe reality is simply stranger than we can imagine. But here's the important part. Even if this universe is simulated, your experiences still matter, your emotions still matter, your curiosity, your memories, your relationships, everything you feel is real to you. And maybe that's enough, because any universe capable of creating conscious beings who question their own existence is already extraordinary. So the next time the universe feels too perfect, too mathematical, too beautifully organized, maybe stop and wonder for a moment. Was it designed that way? Or is reality simply more mysterious than we ever expected? We'll let you decide. And if this video made your brain hurt a little, good. That means it's working. Subscribe for more videos exploring the strangest ideas in science and reality. And tell us in the comments, do you think we're living in a simulation? See you in the next one. Assuming reality doesn't crash first.